You are live on the internet.
Hi, Internet. Sure, Billy. I already hear you got a ton of questions. We're not getting talking about your game till the fucking end.
Sup, fuckers? How's the chicken?
Chicken's doing well.
Like, completely acclimated, I think.
Yeah.
And healing. How's the pirate?
Right here. Sup?
How's the bacon?
I don't know. How's the big? That was Alan's team name last year. Was
These are his
How?
questions.
Okay.
And I hope you like my new fantasy team name, which I haven't even looked at it yet.
Oh, he's asking because of breakfast. I didn't have bacon. I had a Southwest omelet, so mine had chorizo in it, and Mel had a vegetarian omelet.
I did. I had the veggie omelet. It was yummy. Broccoli, cheese, tomato, mushrooms, diced peppers.
Said spinach in it too, didn't it?
Spinach.
Yeah.
Yummy, yummy.
Yeah, mine was chorizo, onions and peppers, pepper jack cheese, jalapenos with a little sour cream and salsa.
Yeah.
And I was loopy.
You really were.
I was well drugged up.
You okay?
Yeah.
Do we need to get you a new chair?
I'm fine.
All right, because you do that a lot. I'm just making sure you're comfortable. I can give you a new chair.
Oh, that can be a problem for another time.
I'll put it on the Amazon wish list.
Oh, stop it. All right.
OG Pancake House. Oh, yeah, Dutch Baby does. Fuck.
That does.
They don't have it. They have the Apple Dutch Baby, but I saw a TikTok with a blueberry Dutch Baby, and now I have a goal in life is to find one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we need to go to the Dutch market. They had a restaurant. They never did Dutch Babies when they had a restaurant.
I don't think so.
I don't even know what y'all are talking about.
A Dutch Baby?
I know what a Dutch baby
No,
is.
he
yes.
doesn't.
Yeah,
know.
Virgil van Dyke. That's fucking good, and you know it.
It is good.
Thank you.
Just let it go. Let him keep thinking that. Don't explain it.
We're good. Let's roll with it.
The tulip.
I'm okay. I'm ready to do a show.
I'm waiting for you.
This is Lars from Maryland. I support Leeds United. I have the softest hands in the business. Just ask Big Sam. You're listening to the DU Football Show.
He does have the softest hands in
I'm
the
not
business.
so sure he's got a rival.
Yeah,
His
but
fucking goalkeeper.
oh no shit. I was gonna say no so good for Leeds this weekend.
No.
They didn't.
So
they
good
didn't
for
have any mystery fucking handballs called for him to help him out
To
this
help
time.
him out. Yeah.
Few people got their asses whooped this
Oh,
weekend.
big time.
Let's start the show.
Born in the land of Bowie, Maryland. Bred to be a fan of fucking Everton. Punch you in the eye and drink your rye. Sam Houston.
Sam Houston?
Arsenal fans have another Sam. AKA the fucking Gooner Graham. Stump of a lord. Look straight in shorts. Sam Grammy.
Sam Graham.
Fucking United! Fucking United!
Hello and welcome to the DU Football Show, a completely biased recap of the English Premier League as told by two common American schmucks. I am your host, Sam Houston, and across the way, someone who uncles better than the other uncle, my co-host, Mr. Samuel Graham. How you doing, Mr. Samuel Graham?
Not too bad. Thank you. How are you?
I was very good. I was thinking of doing something about like popsicle etiquette, but I decided to go the uncle route instead.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was checking my phone during the intro there.
You missed it. Another man named Uncle.
Yes.
Another reference for people not to get for you today.
Yes.
Don't know what that means. No, my wife texts me.
At 10 o'clock.
Yeah. No, and then
That means the little one's not sleeping.
no, it wasn't bad. She texted me the thing she printed out for Avery Thursday. This Thursday.
Yes.
I get Skylar's initials and birthday, and then Avery gets her shape.
Ah.
So we've started the voting,
Okay.
and she texted me the picture she printed out to do the voting. Mm-hmm. And these are it's diamond, sun, lightning bolt, and horseshoe.
Okay.
These are the pictures.
Very good.
And today she voted for 1 sun and 1 lightning bolt today.
Okay.
So we'll go through once in the morning, once in the evening. Whatever tallies the most votes by Thursday afternoon,
Of
that's
her
her shape.
touching.
Yeah. What's your
Okay.
favorite? What shape do you love? Mm-hmm. Then she'll go like this. And then dinner. What shape do you love? And then she'll pick one.
I love it.
And then we
fabulous.
tally the votes over a 4 or 5 day span, and bang, tattoos.
Very good. And of course, on the 1s and 2s, we got producer Mel. How you doing over there, producer Mel?
I'm doing good, losing my voice, so I'm going to be hitting that muty button quite a bit.
Losing your voice, losing your mind, having to take care of the old blind man today.
I'm just annoyed I didn't get a nap.
Yeah. Well,
I had a lot. People wanted a lot from me today. It was an unusually busy Monday.
producer Mel.
Producing.
She got shit to do.
I got a lot going on.
We're recording at the DU Public House just outside the nation's capital. You can check us out wherever you get your podcasts. And, of course, streaming live every single Monday night. Should you want to chat with us, there's many ways that you can. Mr. Graham, tell the good people how they can get in touch.
Absolutely. It's at DU Football Show on all the social medias, and dufootballshow@gmail.com to get in touch via email.
Fantastic. Also, of course, remember TikToks. Follow us on the TikTok, YouTube. If we're streaming live, that's normally where everybody's kind of in the room talking. So you're able to talk to all the people that are doing the show with us as well, that are watching the show, which of course is always fun. So all that good stuff.
We didn't even start yet. We had 15 questions.
It's just, what can I say? We're fucking popular,
It's the same fucking cup.
Sam and myself both work in the wine and spirit industry and both have a deep, passionate love for all things distilled spirits. So as the red-blooded Americans we are, we vow to have a drink in our hand throughout this show and every single show. Mr. Graham, what are we drinking today?
So it's August, and if you're not part of the industry, you wouldn't know that August is a nice time to drop shit. It's very slow in stores, so you get a lot of time with your owners, those that are in town, so you can present new shit, but you're also setting yourself up for October, November, December, or OND, as it's called in our business, which about 35 to 40% of the business of our business is done in these 3 months for the year.
Precisely.
So something that just came out, actually did come out in July, didn't have a goal on it till this month. It is Bibb & Tucker's Gold Roast.
We've had multiple Bibb & Tuckers on the show. Great little whiskey.
Yep, this is brand new from them. 6-year-old, 92 proof, just like the original. Still in a #1 char barrel, like the original. But it is then transferred to a barrel that previously held and still does hold some coffee beans.
Ooh, okay. Very fun.
So it is just gently steeped for not very long in coffee beans, and essentially, it's not coffee flavored.
Right. It's coffee finished.
I say, yeah. So I say it's been caressed by coffee, or kissed by coffee.
Yeah.
So it just gives you a little bit of that black coffee bitterness on the back end, which is a perfect contrast to the sweet bourbon up front. Still gives you a bit of vanilla. It's delightful. I really enjoy it. I have not yet put it into coffee, but it's a great dessert drink. And we were thinking of doing like with chocolate bitters and doing like a coffee Manhattan as the man's answer to the espresso martini.
I like that idea quite a bit. Yeah. You know what? It's there. It doesn't kill you.
Little dollop of whipped cream on top.
Yeah. But
And
I'm
maybe a
saying,
touch of coffee liqueur to drag the coffee out a little bit more.
yeah, well, you kind of like how you would be doing, like, say, like a black Manhattan. You use like a black walnut liqueur. You would use a little bit of a coffee liqueur just to enhance the coffee. But this
Say careful,
has,
Leeds are in the league. We can't be talking about
yeah,
black
heard.
things.
Heard. It does. The coffee note is there. You can smell it on the nose. You get a little bit of that bitterness on the back. It doesn't. It's not like it tastes like it's espresso bourbon. It does not taste like
Correct.
that, but it's there. And it's
The,
there. And
the
it's
coffee is
quite
much
lovely.
more pronounced on the nose, to be fair, than it is in the flavor. But it's definitely on the flavor. Mel, what do you think of it?
I like it. I was thinking maybe like a little dollop of cream in there, make a little martini just by itself.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, you would
Yeah.
say.
Oh, but yeah, like similar to a White Russian almost.
Yeah,
but
that's what I was
yeah.
just thinking. I'm like, ooh, just a little dollop of whipped cream in there.
Yeah. Or like a cold foam,
Or
just
ice
like
cream.
a real small cold foam.
Yeah,
So
Or just
right on
a
top.
scoop, a spoon of ice cream.
yeah.
That's not a bad shout.
Yeah,
I don't mind
spoon
that.
of ice cream.
They do that. What was that restaurant you had back in the day that did the slushies?
Oh,
The
yeah, yeah,
$75 Boss Hog slushies.
Right, Snake Hill. They still do it every year. Snake Hill does it. It's for one day. They only do a half a bottle now of the Boss Hog, but they make a slushie, and they're not $75. They're like 20. They're not terribly expensive, but they videotape it so everybody sees they are legitimately putting Boss Hog into a Frosty,
Right.
and they're fucking great.
But yeah, doing something like that with this wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
Little frap.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Little frap with this. I could do a summer morning like that.
And seeing that I haven't had a cigar in over a week, and I won't be having one for a couple more weeks, all I'm thinking is, God, this
yeah,
whiskey would go
that's
so
true.
good with a stick. Man,
very
do I
true.
miss not smoking a cigar. All right, what else do we always have to do, Mr. Graham?
Always remember to drink responsibly.
Very good.
And please remind me for injury time. There's a little teaser, by the way. Patreon.com/DFootball show. If you want to hear it later on.
That's a good whore.
I have a brand in my portfolio called The Muff. Mm-hmm. And I had a very good time presenting that the other day to my territory.
Yeah, you did.
Imagine so.
I presented my muff all over the place, and all the jokes I made were legitimate sentences that meant I was showing you Muff Irish whiskey, so I can't end up in HR. And if you want to hear the rest of them,
Listen
DU
to
After
Injury
Dark.
Time. Very good.
DU After Dark.
We open with an early season marquee matchup and an introduction to a new Premier League home, both with the same score line. Spurs 2, Man City 0, Everton 2, Brighton 0. Spurs get to spoil the home opener for City. The Spurs love to just be a thorn in the side of City.
It's a very strange bogey team to have, in my
Yeah.
opinion. But this was Pep's 10th defeat to Spurs since he's been in England.
Well, the other part I was going to say, City didn't do themselves any favors. They looked ordinary. Now, granted,
Yeah.
Wolves aren't very good, and they were playing a better competitive team, but I would say Wolves' defense is probably more tenacious than Spurs' defense.
Well, I don't know.
and
You've got Christian Romero and Van der Ven have both been back fit and had full preseason.
That's true. That helps a lot.
They are very good, and Van der Ven is very fast. And Christian Romero is a hard-nosed motherfucker, right? I mean,
But, like, Porro does not like to get back. Porro.
no, he
Porro's-
plays high. But everybody, what I noticed about Spurs, because City still had a load of possession, they still had like all that kind of stuff. But what I noticed about Spurs was like from Richarlison back to Van der Ven, everybody worked their socks off, including Mohamed Kudus, which I don't know that you would say he was known for at West Ham.
Not at all known for it,
Richarlison's
West Ham.
been known to work hard even when things aren't going his
Right.
way. And I think
What endeared him so much to Everton is that he was a workhorse.
but I think he also gets a little bit of a bad rap because his work, like he's so, I guess, unpretentious. You know, because you think about Brazilians as being flair players, and there's a good, fair whack of them that do work hard, like Guimaraes, who we'll come on to later on, worked his fucking socks off today.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of them do work hard and all that kind of stuff, but our impression of Brazilians as being these flair players that do this, that, especially those...
It's Rolandinho. Everybody thinks it's Rolandinho.
Yeah, but especially the ones further up the pitch.
Yeah.
But he works so hard, sometimes he looks chaotic. And I think that informs a lot of people's opinions about Richarlison.
Right.
And then you add in the fact that he's very streaky as a goal scorer. So he'll score you 7 or 8 straight games, but
And
then
then
he'll
disappear for a little while.
12.
Now, and hey, let's face it, the assist, who did it come from on the first goal? Richarlison, right? And Richarlison did a lot of the work on that play, too. You know, Johnson just got himself open on the back post and tapped it away.
And then what was it? The second one was...
allow me to set that up because we talked about this very specifically last week.
I
we
smell a little goalkeeper's union coming.
Well, we had said, the thing that both of us agreed upon was it's okay if the defense lets him down, right? But what you can't have right now, especially with the talk of where's Ederson going? Are they bringing in Donnarumma? Like,
Which has now picked up a lot of steam.
Right. The one thing that couldn't happen is Trafford make a mistake. Trafford made a mistake. But also, I mean, the only thing I would debate in that regards, because it was a bad pass, he shouldn't have passed it to the middle. He did have an outlet to the side. The one thing that I hold against Pep is that a keeper feels that they have to make one of those passes as opposed to just fucking booting it.
Well,
because Pep will give him shit about booting it.
But that being said, for, I don't know, from that moment, 3/4 of the rest of that game, he was just booting it. Get it away from me as fast as possible.
Yeah.
I don't want any part of this.
Yeah.
Even if it was like booting it being like a chip to midfield.
Right.
It was like, just get it the fuck out of here. I don't want anything to do with this ball.
And it's
I also thought
regrettably,
Pep's team selection was very strange in this game as well.
Yeah, agreed.
It was like he way overthought things.
Yeah.
I mean, Shirky, brand new to the team in general, right? Don't know that he's really a number 10.
Yeah.
Doesn't really track back well. Where's Bernardo Silva or Phil Foden?
Yeah, that's a perfect position for them to be in.
It felt like there was too many new people,
Right.
and Doku has been kind of his go-to winger.
Yeah.
Didn't start him.
Right.
When you know Pedro
Started with Oscar
Porro,
Bob.
but you know Pedro Porro pushes too far up.
Right. Why not have your guy?
Why
that's
not
gonna
have
get behind
Doku to
him?
exploit that space? Like,
Precisely.
it doesn't make a lot of sense. He is very strange in the selection, and I think that really hindered City, and it gave Spurs the impetus. It really did.
Yeah, it was like I said, the key thing there with the Henderson part for me, it's just now that's all everybody's going to talk about. Like, and that is
And
all
especially
everyone will
so
talk
young.
about. If he ends up staying as the number one, and anytime he gives up a goal, they'll be like, "Oh, well, now Pep's questioning him."
Is this a pattern?
It could be a shot from 35 yards out that goes into the upper fucking 90s, and they'll be like, Pep's probably wondering why he started him today. Like, it's not his fucking fault.
Yeah.
Like, that goal was his
But
fault.
the other problem is...
But it was exactly what could not happen. That was, if there was a list of things, right, other than not losing the game, which also happened, the number one thing on the list would be Trafford to not fuck up.
Yeah.
That would be the biggest thing.
I only feel bad for him on a human level, obviously. He's a young goalkeeper, got let go by Man City, comes up, has these 2 amazing seasons with Burnley.
Right.
The first of which, amazing, quote unquote. Remember, he was placed by Arthur Muric.
Yeah.
But then City exercised their buyback clause and bring him back to the club 2 weeks before the season starts.
Yeah, and then you start him.
And now Donnarumma is being linked. The one thing I would say about that, which works in Trafford's favor, is Donnarumma is horrific with his feet. Mm-hmm. He is not good at playing out of the back in any real pressurized situation. So you hope that means Trafford will be able to retain his spot for his own sake.
Yeah. Now, this is bigger for Spurs than it is to City. This is more of a bump up for Spurs to go, hey, boys, remember, Franks can look at him and go, we belong. We're a top 6 team. Mm-hmm. This is where we belong. To City, this is, all right, well, they got us this time. They're not going to get us at the end of the year. They'll be behind us in the table at the end of the year. Like, they just kind of look past it.
The other, Spurs are going to need to stay fit. Mm-hmm. They weren't able to bring in a lot of the pieces. This is not a dig about Eze. This is dead serious. They were not able to bring in as many pieces as they wanted to bring in, period.
Every fucking number 10 they went for, somebody else ended up getting them, or they ended up staying.
I'm talking about just defensively.
Yeah.
And Van der Ven, pacey players like that, you have to worry about their hamstrings. You just do. Mm-hmm. So there's going to be a point where he misses games.
Yeah, precisely.
It's just going to happen. And I believe Mohamed Kudus plays for an African nation. So in January, he's gone for 4 games, or 4 weeks rather. Could be an FA Cup in there, maybe 3 games in the FA Cup game or something like that. But he's going to be gone playing in the African Cup of Nations. So they're going to have to deal with some of those things. Obviously, Christian Romero will pick up a red card at some point, so he'll be suspended. Mm-hmm. And it's how do they deal with that adversity, right? Because they aren't as deep as they could be.
Yeah.
The window's still open. That could change.
Of course.
But this was a great, and I think their new manager in Thomas Frank is actively trying to not injure his players versus Ange's policies, which seem
he's-
to actively try to injure his
You know,
players.
working in Polina, like just
He's going to be massive for them.
Mm-hmm.
You see, we saw the dominance of City, obviously, 4 of the last 5 years
Mm-hmm.
or whatever it was, and then even the league that Liverpool won, City only lost by 2 points, and they would have been record point totals or whatever,
Right,
kind of
precisely.
thing. But they, Polina. Them missing Rodri changed them last year.
Mm-hmm.
Them missing Rodri to start this season, minus brief cameos. Wolves obviously had their own issues, but this game was screaming out for a Rodri
right.
to settle down the middle of that field.
Well, and he did
And
get some minutes at the end, which was key.
Well, yeah. But João Polina, what I'm saying is Spurs have been crying out for a player like that for many years. Not Yves Bissouma, somebody better.
Right.
And they've got Polina, who
And
was probably the second best defensive midfielder, out-and-out defensive midfielder in the league when he was playing with Fulham.
Yeah.
Behind Rodri.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, it's a good result for them. It's something they can hang their hat on and get behind when they ultimately finish in 5th.
What?
Congratulations, Spurs. You beat City. Well done.
What a day for Everton. I mean, it couldn't have gone more perfect.
I think one of the announcers said that it was exactly how they dreamed it the night before.
Yeah, it
Pickford
really
gets
was.
a penalty save, so there was a little adversity there.
Oh,
but then they stood up to it.
The mistakes, like the running joke is God must be a Everton supporter because Matoma put one off the post. Van Heckel took one from distance that got deflected that went off the post. The Tarkovsky literally passing it to O'Reilly and going, here, score. as Pickford made the save, like all of it seemingly went well.
Grealish was excellent.
Well, I'm going to get to him in just a moment because that's going to be the bulk of the conversation here. But like people worried about the stadium being loud. Oh no. Oh, that stadium was plenty fucking loud, right?
Yeah.
Like it was absolute insanity. And you know what? I was one of those people that was just like, I mean, okay, I'm sure Grealish is going to be good for us, right? Like I know he's going to offer more than we have, but is this really where we need to be spending our money right now? Like we really need a right wing, we really need a right back. Sam, no. That's exactly where we should have spent our money. Every fucking time he touched the ball, 2 players went to him. And every single time 2 players went to him, those 2 players were afraid to play him. They either stepped in front of him and he went around him, or they stepped off him and he went in a different direction. Like, if they went at him, they fouled him. Like, it would just... Everybody in the stadium, both teams, all the fans, knew every single time that the ball was going to the left-hand side. And they couldn't fucking stop it.
Yeah.
They couldn't fucking stop it.
One of the points the boys on the Ramble made, and they articulated it better than I could have, but I kind of felt this way watching the game, was at Villa, we loved watching Jack Grealish as this wonder kid, kind of free spirit, fucking driving at players, winning free kicks, scoring free kicks, shooting from distance. He's always worked hard as well. He's always tracked
Assist
back.
galore.
Right.
Like, yeah.
But going to City, kind of refining his game a bit, becoming a bit more calm, a bit more tactical, right? But then this performance, you saw the leader.
Yeah.
You saw the captain.
Yeah. You saw
Now,
the guy that
he
got...
wasn't the captain.
Yeah.
But you saw a captain-esque leadership by example performance.
You saw the guy that went down to the championship with him and promoted him.
While still affecting the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He was both goals happened because of him. I mean, obviously he was the assist, but the goal, the build up to those plays happened because of him.
Did you see the post-match?
I did a little, yes.
So basically, it was Grealish and Njai together, which Njai also, fucking what a goal that was.
Perfect goal.
And Grealish is off foot, providing the assist for that goal. And it was an inch perfect, steamed cross across the face of goal for him to kind of pop in. He's now forever the answer to a trivia question that you're going to get at Everton Trivia every time.
Yeah,
who was the
scored-
final player at Goodison and the first player to score Bramley Moore?
Exactly. Ilian and Jai.
And it was Ilian Njai. But he said basically that Moyes has played them apart in training. They've been playing for opposite teams in training. Right?
Okay.
So they haven't played much together. And he was like, man, we should really do this more. That was fucking fun. Was essentially the quote.
Well, and for Njai, we all knew that Njai had talent, but we also knew that Njai was going to see a lot of the pressure, right? And can Njai do it all by himself? Who's going to help him?
Well,
now Njai doesn't even have to worry. Njai can just find space, get open.
That's where you had, like, I mean, how many goals did Dwight McNeil pop up with at the end of last season, which freed up Njai a bit,
Yeah.
and would allow y'all to survive. You know, essentially go on that fantastic run when Moyes took over, because Dwight McNeil was banging. I think he scored 3 or 4 successive games and had something. Ended the season with something like 9 or 10 goals.
Yeah, he was. I think it was 7 for the year, but yeah, he.
But
did,
it was
yeah.
that it was backloaded into that when Moyes took over. And Njai, because of that, was able to express himself a bit, you know, win a couple penalties. You had Beto scoring a few. Like, they were sharing the load enough that they were still able to kind of express themselves. You know, why couldn't Sean Dyche get a tune out of these players? You had a decent squad.
Yeah.
Right. And now you're seeing the benefits of that. Now, but, you know, it's lovely to see. I'm excited about Jack Grealish there. The world should watch Jack Grealish play football. That's a fun thing to do. He should not be a squad rotation guy at City.
Yeah. Yeah.
He needs to be out there expressing himself, and it's awesome. And it's going to free both of them up. Now you have a 3-pronged attack that people are actually fucking worried about.
Yeah. And then right behind him, you have Dewsbury Hall just sitting there picking up the passes, distributing. Because, I mean, the first goal came from Njai winning the ball, holding on to it, passing it over to Dewsbury Hall, who passed it down the line to Grealish, who then ultimately put it across the middle for Njai to put away.
And unluckily for Brighton, they haven't started the season super brightly. Last year they kind of grew into the season also. Seems like they've started kind of slow, and this was not the game they needed to help build their confidence. No. The stadium was rocking.
I told you the best they were going to do was get out of there with a point, because there is a ton of talent in that team, and that team, you know, at the end, Herzl was like, I think we were the better team. You're not wrong. You probably were the better team. But it doesn't mean you're gonna, if you don't put the ball in the net,
win,
right?
Yeah. But the stadium was fully behind you. Everything you had going for you.
Yeah, it was insane. Now, here's another little fun history fact for you with the save that Jordan Pickford made. The first game at Hill Dickinson.
Ooh, I've got a fun history fact at the end of this also.
Penalty save.
Yeah.
First ever game at Goodison. Penalty save.
Nice.
First ever game at Anfield. Remember, it was Everton first. The first title won in Anfield was blue, not red.
Right.
Penalty save.
Nice.
So every single stadium
that Everton has played in
has christened with the first match that is their home ground. They have made a penalty save in that match.
That's nice. I do want to qualify what I said earlier. The final male player to score a goal at Goodison.
Yes, of course.
Because the women obviously have taken
Are
over
playing
that
there now.
That's going to be their stadium now.
Yep.
So they have probably the best stadium in the women's game.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
Or the biggest at least.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, it was a great day out. It was a great day out. Z cars was flying. Everybody was
The
cheering.
smoke was going. People were loud.
It was awesome.
All the players came out with their kids. Almost every single one of the kids had "Daddy" on the back of their shirt.
it's pretty good.
It was pretty great.
I like that.
That's a great bit when they come out with all their kids for the opener. It was awesome.
I love it. And it was, you know what? I'm ready for my fun history fact.
Okay.
It was such a fun day Saturday. It was totally worth it for the city of Liverpool to lose their UNESCO World Heritage Site status.
All right, moving on. We had 2 big blowouts for clubs challenging for the title, with goals coming from all the right players. Chelsea 5, West Ham 1, Arsenal 5, Leeds 0. Yeah, so it started brightly for the Irons, and then it didn't, and then it was bad, really bad.
Very bad.
What
I would say about the right players is Cole Palmer got injured in the warm up, so Chelsea probably would have liked him to have scored. That would have been nice. But obviously he didn't because he wasn't playing.
Pedro scored, and he was involved in 2 of the other 3.
Correct.
Enzo scored. It was 5 different goal scorers. Forgive me for not having them all written down.
João Pedro Neto, Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo, and Trevor Chalobah, the defender they farmed out on loan to Crystal Palace, then called him back in an emergency when other people got hurt.
The other key thing about that match was that they were scoring in a very different way. Like was
all of them were different
set
types
pieces,
of goals.
winning over the ball.
3
going
were
on.
set pieces or the second phase of a set piece.
Right.
But you had Lucas Paqueta's goal was brilliant. It was
Gorgeous.
a fantastic strike.
You're like, all right, here we go, boys.
Nicholas Füllkrug scores, but it's offside, fractionally offside.
Yep.
And the second he started dancing, I knew it was going to be ruled out.
You're like, oh, it's over.
Here it comes. But Chelsea then just turned it on. I mean, 59% possession, expected goals of 2.74. So they doubled their expected goals.
Especially
7
considering they
shots on
didn't
target
score
to 4.
They didn't score the week prior, and we were all like, okay, you made all these changes. Where's the fucking offense? Like,
And they won the Club World Cup by scoring goals. I mean, João
Right.
Pedro came in the quarterfinals as a new player into a tournament that's already started, which is still fucking ridiculous, by the way.
Yep.
But anyway, he came in and netted 2 on his debut and scored. I can't remember if he scored in the final or not, but I think he did. But they just, after that Paquetá goal and then the Füllkrug chance that got ruled out, Chelsea just completely dominated the rest of the fucking game.
And remember, this is a team who last year, if they went down 1-0, you could fuck with them. You could make their life hard, and they would maybe draw you or likely lose to you. Like when you saw them lose games, it was because someone got an early goal and was able to just turn the screw on them and fuck with them. And so that shows some maturity on their end for a team that was already pretty darn young, right? For the most part. So that's big. And honestly, the bigger talking point of all of this is West Ham's in real fuck trouble, Sam.
Oh, big time.
Like, I don't typically pull the fire alarm and go, holy fuck. They haven't gotten anything to really fix the problems.
Correct.
It doesn't matter how good your manager is if you don't have the pieces.
But now, I think he's going to get, it looks like he's getting found out as maybe not that great of a manager. Is the problem. But here, I'm going to mention 2 other clubs specifically.
Starting Hermanson, who was the Leicester keeper from a couple years ago. Starting him over Areola,
it was somebody they went out and sought. He wanted him specifically.
Yeah. And why aren't you should be playing Areola?
So when I'm going to bring in Wolves real quick.
Uh-huh.
Not really talk about the game. Other than Wolves' performance wasn't very good. And then Brentford, who was another team we were worried about, whose performance was very good, I thought, against Aston Villa.
Okay.
Now, it didn't really need to be super good. Villa didn't offer
I was going to
much.
say, don't take too much because we pretty much just talked about that game.
But after their first week display, much better.
Yeah.
A coach with no first-team experience. This result from Graham Potter is informing who I'm going to pick to lose his job first. And it's not Vitor Pereira, and it's not whatever fucking goalkeeper coach that took over for Thomas Frank for Brentford anymore. After this weekend is what I'm saying. Graham Potter's losing his job first. It is panic stations.
It really is. It really, really
It
is.
is fucking panic stations at West Ham. And I'll tell you, because I picked whoever it was, Nottingham Forest they have next. They're going to start 0-3, and they're going to be at least, -4, 3-0's -7. I have in my bet over 1.5 goals in the game, and I don't think West Ham's scoring one. So
you see them potentially being -10.
-10 and rock bottom of the fucking Premier League.
Yeah.
After at the first international break, and that's the best time to look for a new manager because you got 2 weeks off.
Yeah. I mean, it's bad.
And I know it's early and it sucks because a man's losing his job, and you never want to see that. But it is absolute panic stations, especially when 3 of the promoted clubs, all 3, count them, 1, 2, 3, have picked up a win.
They've
in
already
their
got a
first
win
2
in there.
games.
Yep, they've already got a win
They've
under their belt.
already got 3 points on you.
Yeah, that 3 points is going to fucking mean something.
And that goal difference is going to mean a lot.
Oh, yeah. Big time. And what they may need to do is go find one of the old tread out of, It won't be Big Sam because Big Sam managed him before, but that type of manager just to fucking keep him alive.
Sean Dice is already being talked about.
Yeah, like
Sean Dice is already being talked about.
Just bring him in to keep him the fuck alive. And that's it.
It is absolute fucking panic stations there. It's bad.
Completely.
It's bad, but I got
agree.
called a dinosaur for liking Moyes there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I get ridiculed for thinking that was a good idea. Then he goes to you and does a brilliant job and keeps you up. Actually finished in, 14th last season? Comfortably safe.
You also...
And then starts off this season like this? Come on.
But then you also wonder,
Maybe at some point, I just know what the fuck I'm talking about.
does going for a trophy like that, because you do extend your pocketbook a little too much at that point to get a team that can do that for these, quote, mid-table clubs, is the gamble worth it? Is there enough money in it that because it eventually comes back to bite you in the ass?
It's not even that. It's the fucking hierarchy that doesn't know what they're doing. It's the ownership group that doesn't know what they're doing.
Very true.
It's fucking farcical. Because look what Brentford and Brighton have been able to do without winning anything.
Right. Yeah, they've been able to stick around.
They replace players and then sell them on for a massive profit.
Right.
What have West Ham not been able to do? That.
Yeah.
What have they also not been able? What have they been able to do? Ruin striker after striker after striker.
Yeah.
And absolutely fucking ruin them.
Yeah, pretty much. You know what? You're not wrong. Not wrong at all. This game was never in doubt. Leeds and Arsenal.
I think men against boys.
I think Leeds knew before they even walked on the pitch today's going to be a long day.
Especially because we unveiled Eze at the beginning of it.
Yeah. I was chatting with Lars offline. He's like, got one of the 3 hardest games that we're going to face all season out of the way.
You were chatting with him IRL?
Yeah, a little. Yeah.
In real life?
Yeah, in real life. Yeah.
As the kids say?
Yeah, he was like, yeah, it's like.
You weren't staring at your phone going, hey, chat.
Saying at Liverpool,
Stupid.
at Arsenal, at City.
Yeah.
Like,
of
those
course.
are going to be the ones. And it's like you don't want to give up as many goals as you did, but, you know.
Well, we came out of it the worse for wear.
That's what I'm going to get to. So that it's not to say that you guys weren't without some problems, right? But the big things, obviously, introduce Eze to everybody. Gokares gets you a brace. You score.
His song is fantastic.
You score 2 off of. Yes, I've heard the song. I've heard. Then you get 2 off of corner kicks as well. Saka gets off the hump, gets the goal. So, but all that being said, Odegaard goes out early with a knock. You already have Havertz out, and Saka goes out with a knock.
The good part is Nani Madueke start on the left. Saka goes off with the hamstring, left leg, his shooting foot. Not the one he scored with that day, though.
Right.
That was saved for the fucking red rocket of his right foot. But his favored left foot, which is never good because that's what he's striking the ball with most of the time. You're going to ease them back a bit more than if it was your standing leg. But he's looks like about 4 weeks is the initial thoughts. It's not as bad as initially feared. He was out with the hamstring for 3 months last season, which is everybody held their breath for a second. But when the substitutes came on, Madueke moved over to the right. Trossard came on for Saka.
Right.
Madueke moved over to the right, and the dip in quality from Saka to Madueke was a little bit more than negligible.
Right.
He caused them a ton of fucking problems, which was awesome. Trossard looks like he's coming back into the fold because there were some grumblings he wanted to leave, and he put in a transfer request and all that kind of stuff. Everybody else seems quite intense. He seems a bit more laid back to start the season for the few minutes we've seen him. But it looked like he started to care a bit more as his time on the field went on, and I think he's going to be important, obviously. Right. Eze coming in, signed, the trigger was pulled basically because of the Havertz injury.
Right.
We released him as a 13-year-old. I think they said he was too small or something, whatever. He hadn't his growth spurt yet, and you kind of moved him on. It happens all the time, professional sports.
Yeah, of course.
he was passed up by 2 other clubs, and he said in an interview that when he was picked up by QPR, basically he was just crying his first few training sessions because of the rejection from his boyhood club. He followed Arsenal as a supporter before he was picked up by their academy, and it feels like one of our own coming home.
Right.
And we spent a fair whack of cash on him as well. I mean, it's 68 million plus add-ons.
But he does exactly what you need because
He can play the left.
and he can play the Odegaard.
10. Yep.
And it's like
when,
suddenly
when Wanyeri came in, he played that 10 excellently. And we saw him. He came on against Liverpool last year.
Yep.
And provided an assist, I think, for the second goal when we tied 2-2 at Anfield. And it's delightful to see the manner in which, obviously, we'll come on to at the end, but you can't talk about it without this context. Gyökeres is going to love what he saw from that Liverpool backline today.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's going to eat him for he's Shooter McGavin. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
Yeah,
is what he's good.
exactly.
He's sitting there licking his fucking chops.
If this was last year, you guys would already be going. Arsenal TV would be going crazy. Oh my God, the title's lost. We're fucked. We're gonna get killed by Liverpool next week. It's all over. And you're like,
we actually have depth now.
you got the pieces.
We have real depth. Real depth. I said Madueke was running right on the on the right, and then fucking Max Dowman comes in, the 15-year-old, second youngest Premier League player ever, wins a fucking penalty.
Yep.
The best thing I saw online was a tweet that said Gyökeres is a piece of shit for not giving Dowman the penalty he won
Right.
to become the youngest ever goal scorer in the Premier League. I think it would have been maybe the second, but to get his senior account opened up essentially with the best chance possible.
It would have made him the youngest because the youngest happened today, and before that, he who scored the goal today is a week younger
Than Fabregas or something,
than
somebody
Wayne
was.
Rooney was
Oh,
when
okay.
Wayne Rooney because
When
Wayne
he scored
Rooney
for Everton
is,
against us. Yeah,
Yes.
David Seaman, underside of the bar.
Yep,
I remember
yep,
that. Yeah,
yep.
yeah. But he basically the first response was he broke up with his girlfriend to move to Arsenal. You think he gives a fuck about this 15-year-old's penalty?
no, he does not care.
And
at
that kid
all.
will score a goal this season, so it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I'm not terribly concerned about that. The Victor Gyökeres song though, Mel, you'll appreciate this. I was telling Tegan it's set to the tune of "Push It" by Salt and Pepper. She goes, I said, "Do you know who they are? Do you know that song?" And she goes, "Oh, I know Salt and Pepper." I said, "No, bitch, it's Salt and Pepper, not Pepper. Do you listen to Little John as well, or Little Wayne?" She said, "No," and I said, "Good, then it's Pepper."
Okay, well, go ahead and do the song.
Do the song.
Yeah, do the song.
He comes from Sweden. The girls are very nice. He left his girlfriend to play in red and white. He's scoring goals with a cannon on his chest. His name is Victor Gyökeres.
Come on. Rounding out the rest of the league, and so that happened.
Give me that.
Dude, that's
beautiful.
That's why I put it. That's why I let you finish
I
with
got
it.
such a boner right now.
We can't call the show. I've got such a boner right now.
She's writing it down. I can see it. Just like she can see it from there where she's sitting, because it's so massive. Like Leeds.
Yeah, massive. Brentford 1, Villa 0, Bournemouth 1, Wolverhampton 0, Burnley 2, Sunderland 0, Palace 1, Forest 1, Fulham 1, Manchester United 1, Liverpool 3, Newcastle 2. Is this good by the Bees or a condemnation on Villa? Because they look like they don't fucking care. This is 2 weeks in a row. They're perfectly talented. They have a good team, in fact, a very good team, a team that should be rivaling for a Champions League spot. That's what they look like. That's who they are on paper. They are playing like a team that has already realized that they're on Dubai time playing to finish in 12th. That's what they look like the first 2 matches of the season.
It hasn't been great. No. I'm not sure why the creativity isn't there. I'm not sure what's happening.
Yeah.
I know Marco Asensio came in was it January, and played a lot of that role for the second half of the season. And there's talk of him coming back. But I don't know where the drop-off's been. I don't know if they just haven't quite gotten off vacation yet. I'm not sure like what it is. They still have a quality squad and they still have a quality coach. They will figure it out, in my opinion. But it wasn't a performance that I would be filled with enthusiasm
They
about.
had chances in the second half. They should have equalized. They didn't. I mean, you said you thought the Bees were good. I think the Bees were good simply because they didn't really have to really try that hard. They were able to just kind of, okay, we got our goal. Let's pack it in and see this out and get 3 points on the board.
Well, here's the other.
And Villa didn't offer anything.
I thought Shada played very well. He did not play very much in the first game, if at all.
And he'll be very important to that team.
There is news that Johan Wiesa has started training with the team again.
Okay.
We also can't talk about that without the context of the Newcastle game.
Right.
Isak was in the stadium in the owner's box.
Yeah.
So maybe he's coming back into the fold. Maybe Liverpool have cooled their interest.
Right.
Potentially.
Right.
Maybe he stays, which means Newcastle don't need Wiesa.
Mm-hmm.
That's 19 goals added back into the team.
That's a big difference right there.
Django Wantara, and I know his name isn't Django. Is it Django?
Jenga. I thought it was.
Something.
Yeah.
I called him Django because of the movie.
Right.
Obviously opens up his account on his first appearance.
Great goal by him, by the way, too.
Phenomenal goal.
Great individual
But that's
effort.
promising.
Yeah.
In terms of the way Brentford played in their first game, I say that goal is worth about £20 million.
Yeah. I mean,
Repaid about half of what they spent on him.
yes. It's
Super important.
Now
And
that
then
being,
Kelleher is huge, right? I mean, we said in any other Premier League team, realistically, from, I don't know, 7th down to everyone else then, I guess.
Kelleher would be a starter. for the
Kelleher
most
would be a
part.
starter. So they upgraded on Flecken, in my opinion,
Oh, yeah, big time.
and got some money for Flecken.
Yeah.
So part of the reason I think they're going to be fine is because of that.
Yeah. Oh, producer Mel, you can't avoid it any longer. Unmute yourself there.
Turn the camera on. I mute myself.
All right. So I would just want to say, before you say anything, producer Mel,
The disappointment and reservation in the it's just I gotta turn the camera on and unmute
Well,
this.
on Sunday.
So,
Yeah.
all to be real, I didn't watch the match. I didn't watch the highlights. I didn't fucking care.
It was in my ear while I was at the petting
Yeah,
zoo,
and he's
I
giving
told
me
her what was
updates.
going
My
on.
phone's vibrating, and I'm getting the stuff, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go play with the llamas.
Yeah.
Your phone was vibrating, huh?
Well, because I get I'm in the
Updates are-
Well,
villa.
of course. So
yeah.
it felt better than it would have felt had you seen it.
Yeah,
If you know what I'm saying.
definitely. And Sam was all too happy to tell me about the second goal. Fortunately, got called back, and
Wasn't happy. I was like, oh, it looks like he gave up a second. No, it got
It
called
got
back.
called back, yeah.
wait, you know how someone's giddy to tell you something? Oh, honey, God, got bad news for you.
Actually, what I live for is fucking with you. And you were so proud that yesterday, when in the morning, you were like, people are going to say it's too early, but it's fucking pumpkin spice time. I got an iced pumpkin spice.
My
so in
sister
honor
and I,
of
we
that,
went to Duncan. We took the niece to gymnastics, pulling to Duncan, and my sister looks at me and she goes, "You know, the pumpkin spice is back."
and
I went,
now,
are you getting one? She goes, "Yeah, you." Fuck yeah!
Calling all the basic bitches!
and because of that, I'm giving Mel
Get your infinity scarves together. Let's go, girls.
Pull on the
the-
boots.
Jepson's limited edition.
Oh, wait, I need my big giant hat.
Pumpkin spice flavored limited edition, which is almost empty.
I think I might go back to calling it a forever scarf instead of an infinity scarf. I got made fun of that for about 2 years.
So
It
yes,
was my little personal vendetta.
yeah. So there
Oh
you
yes, it's officially PSL season.
Yeah, there you go.
Fuck.
I honestly, though, Villa are off to a bit of a slow start, obviously. I think they're going to be fine.
I do too.
I mean, I don't see 11, 12 worst teams. I think it's a Europa League spot again, probably.
but
Pumpkin spice is the worst.
if this
got
was
chilled on my back.
if this was your team, off to this kind of a start,
I'd be pissed. Yeah,
you'd be
yeah.
fucking furious,
Especially
right?
after we spent 260 fucking million pounds this summer.
Their supporters have the right to be like, what
Absolutely.
the fuck, guys? Like,
Yeah.
seriously.
And most of them had a summer off.
Yeah.
To
like,
be fair,
Like,
most of them did have an actual holiday and a
fine.
full preseason.
Fine, we gutted it out at home against Newcastle. They tend to work us over a lot. Like, what that's fine. This needed to be an emphatic
How
3-4
about
nil.
the kick in the nuts that you heard of David Luiz? Not David Luiz.
Douglas Luiz.
Douglas Luiz. I can't believe Sideshow Bob popped in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Douglas Luiz signing for Forest.
Exactly.
And Nuno coming out saying he doesn't even want him.
You just
That train wreck. And then he was one of their favorite players for years. and
Right,
fucking
precisely.
couldn't get it done because of the wage bill.
right, exactly. Keeping it moving. I'm not surprised that Burnley won. It is in their building. It was for Burnley. They beat them a few times last season. Like, they played them in the championship, so they know what to expect with Sunderland. A lot of energy got expended at that home opener because it was such a big deal. And
Well, they killed the worm on the TV.
right, exactly. But it felt like the right outcome for the match, honestly. I know that went against your bet that you thought Sunderland was going to beat them, but
I
it
thought
just
they'd
like
ride the wave of taking the West Ham scalp.
Yeah.
And I mean, Simon and Dingra, a few times we talked about last season at Brighton as a, potential. He might be able to make a step up and be one of the guys.
yeah.
Like, he's not going to be the guy. He's going to have to share
Yeah.
the guy status, but
Right.
he could chip in with 10.
Right,
You know?
exactly.
And I thought it'd be enough to get past this Burnley squad who lost 3 of their 4 starting defenders and their starting goalkeeper over the summer. But it just wasn't.
They're in their building.
just
They're ready to
wasn't
go.
to be. Yeah.
It also helps that in the middle of the second half, they decided to do Club Turf more, start dropping out the drum and bass and the lights flashing to go along
yeah.
with it. Nice little 10-minute delay there as well.
Sunderland did some good things.
Yeah, they did. They did. They didn't look.
It's not like they play like shit.
They didn't look bad. They played a team who knows them very
Who knows
well.
them? Yeah.
And was ready for them, and honestly went, this is our
Burnley-
home opener.
Burnley
We're going to
were
win.
Very good in large stretches of the
Yeah.
game as well. I think it's something they can take confidence from, and I think they're going to need to take that confidence and
agreed.
kind of play the rest of the season as a fake it till you make it kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Because they will struggle. They will struggle.
No Eze, no problem. Moving on. Ishmael Sarr's that guy now. Like, Palace, just fuck it. We'll keep it moving.
Yeah, it's
Like,
they're always going to be organized. Ali Glasner is a phenomenal coach. Mm-hmm. They did not upset their defense very much. Mm-hmm. It looks like he might be leaving, but that didn't look like a problem.
right.
Right? Mitchell, LaCroix, and whoever else it was.
Richards
had everything.
And then Daniel Munoz as well.
Yeah,
who-
but they
who-
almost played that 3 at the
Yeah,
back with the
yeah.
with the wingback situation. They're going to struggle for creativity, without Eza, and that was evident in their Conference League playoff win.
Right.
Only 1-0. I think they only had 2 or 3 chances they missed as well against a team they should be fucking putting the sword to.
Right.
So that creativity is going to be hard to replace for them. On the Forest side, here you obviously have the summer with the multi-club ownership issue with Lyon from France and John Textor and Crystal Palace versus Marinakis, who put his shares in a blind trust just after the due date, but months prior to Textor doing it.
Right.
And then Palace being demoted from the Europa League for their FA Cup win down to the Conference League, and you had Forest being promoted to the Europa League as a result of this whole situation.
And the
That
crowd
led to Tifo being unfurled.
Uh-huh.
That showed Marinakis holding a gun to Morton Gibbs White's head.
Mm-hmm.
Forcing him to sign a new contract at Forest versus signing for Spurs.
Texter dressed up as a clown, like a
It's a very
bunch
well
of.
thought out Tifo.
But also,
The Met Police have said that they're going to investigate it. I'm not sure what that means.
yeah.
I mean, it's a cartoon depiction of a man that has walked onto the field with a gun in Greece.
It's true. It's
So I'm not
Very,
sure
very true.
what is being. Is it libel?
what are you being characterizing?
What is,
It's,
yeah,
he
what's
did
the
it.
thing here? He kind of did do something like that. So but that was for me the best part of the entire game. Was
Yeah.
that,
Other than that, it was.
Tifo. It was kind of a meh game.
And Hudson and Doy scored a good goal.
I think it was a fair result, and
Yeah.
his goal actually was a lot more difficult than people are letting on to be.
Mm-hmm.
That little shift, that little half touch he gives right at the end, gives Dean Henderson no fucking chance at all.
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
But also, again, for Forrest, I think we were all kind of, going into the season going, will Forrest be okay? Forrest's going to be all right.
And now they've added Douglas Luiz.
Yeah, Forrest's going to be all right.
The issue is they may lose Nuno. He's been saying some weird shit in press conferences.
Not good.
Spatting with Edu and Marinakis.
Not good at
And
all.
then this post-match, he kind of played it down a little bit, but he already said some kind of fucked up shit in the 2 pre-games so far this season. So we'll see what happens with that situation, because if they upset that apple cart, you might lose the dressing room. And you never know. You never fucking know. But no, they look like personnel-wise they're going to be fine, and they're going to keep rolling.
New
I think.
season, same old bullshit from Manchester United. Finding
No.
new and interesting ways.
No, this would have been a loss last season.
That's true. Yeah.
This would have been a loss last season, and his points-to-game ratio would have been worse. Now, it's still pretty bad. 29 games played, 28 points gathered. I'll just leave that there.
The penalty.
Less than a point a game.
The penalty. I'm going to say the same thing I said last week about the Everton handball. If that's a penalty, fine. Call it all the time.
I don't remember what happened.
There was a tussle, and there was final. It was what they said they're going to do, the pull downs of the box, right?
Happened twice in the Liverpool game today.
But it was
Not called.
right. Liverpool doing it to Newcastle players. It happened twice. Yes. And
There was also sexual harassment that wasn't called.
yeah, it was the lightest of touches, and they awarded the penalty. And they went to the screen to look at it to award the penalty. And then, of course, Bruno Fernandes steps up and misses it. And it's because the ref bumped him. That's why he's
So, you're a baseball guy.
yeah.
I feel for Bruno Fernandes here. The referees should take more care. Because players of any sport really are tremendously superstitious.
Right.
If their routine is fucked with, you can really put them off. And you saw him remonstrating with the referee before he picked the ball up from the spot to try to reset himself.
Right.
That being said, it's a free shot from 12 yards, and you're one of the best midfielders in the world.
Oh,
You should
or-
probably be able to put that away.
Or if it's that big of a deal, the second person who normally takes
Have
penalties
somebody else take it.
just go,
Yeah.
hey, nope, and toss it to him.
Have somebody else take
And
it.
let them walk up and take it. And you could just say to your gaffer afterwards, be like, dude, him bumping me, it fucked
It
the
fucked with
routine.
my head. Yeah.
I was done.
Now, that being said, he said all of that about the ref. I can't believe he touched me, that it put me off, all this kind of stuff. Now, ultimately, I put my foot too far under the ball and it lifted it and went into the Thames. He didn't say into the Thames.
Right.
We said into the Thames. But he said I lifted it over the bar. And I don't think it was actually the Thames. I think it was in that swimming pool in the roof that they installed.
Yes.
But anyway, the ball was still floating in water. But he said all of that before he said, ultimately, I did this, blah, 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 blah. So really what he's doing is being petulant and blaming the referee and then taking half resposibility at the end
Which
of it.
is also his MO. That he's always been, that's who
A
he
bitchy
is.
player.
Right.
100%.
Now, because I don't want to, I want to give the last game the time it deserves because it was a phenomenal fucking game. And it would have led the show if it wasn't the last game of the week. But this felt like the right result for Fulham. But again, with United, you see the pieces. Like Cunha and Mbeumo are both stellar fucking
They're
players.
undoubtedly better. The performances are better.
Yeah. But I don't think the results are going to be better.
The results are definitely not, because the one place they didn't upgrade was their defense.
I feel like this team is going to be like 7th or 8th place, you know, and they're going to make a deep cup run, maybe even win a cup. But
Cunha and Mbeumo and Fernandes are an exceptional front line.
Yeah.
You get Šeško into the fold, And if he can finally get moving, because he's had 2 cameos so far.
Right.
I don't know if he was carrying a little knock or something when he signed for the club or whatever it was, but Amorim hasn't felt it necessary to start him yet in the first 2 games. If he gets fit and firing, it could be one of those seasons where they win 5-4 a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because Šeško scored a shit ton of goals for Leipzig in Germany.
Yeah.
He's got the tools. You know what I mean? And so, again, it could be a 4-3 or a 5-4, you know, kind of whatever to win them a load of games this season. But the defense is what needs to be improved upon.
Right.
They were already in potential PSR trouble, and they added to that this season with Šeško was, 90 million?
Mm-hmm.
He's played 48 minutes of football and scored, I don't even think has a shot on target.
Yeah.
Where Gyökeres cost us 68 and he's got 2 goals already?
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Yep. Now, final match of the weekend. Crazy fucking match.
We never actually talked about Bournemouth Wolves, and the only thing that needs to be talked about is it was a good strike from Tavernier.
I'm sorry, I looked. You know what I did?
He just had surgery, mate. It's fine.
Well, I actually
I'm here
put
to hold you
in.
up as a friend.
I put in all the games, but I didn't put in that game. I didn't even put notes for it because it was very forgettable. And
It was a good strike by Tavernier.
They should have
That's
scored
it.
more. Saw made a nice save.
Mm-hmm.
There was a few. Pardon me. There was the red card, the sending off for Wolves. It was gutsy, but gutsy doesn't keep you up.
Yeah.
And they now go
It's
into
early days, but I worry for them.
their next home game is Everton, and it's a must fucking win for them. They have to beat Everton.
I think the same thing with West Ham and with Wolves, that they need to pick up some points before the international break, and I think they're both in trouble.
Yeah, I very much agree.
But the manner of West Ham's defeats is what leans me towards Potter rather than Pereira.
yeah, well, because the team, even in that 4-0 loss to City, there was hustle, there was strength. Like, there's an argument that can be made that between
I can't
Andre,
remember the player's name, but if that motherfucker could stay on side, they
and then Yao Gomez, their 2 midfielders, arguably one of the best midfield pairings in all of fucking the Premier League. Like, they're that fucking good, those 2 guys. But if you don't have any depth and you don't have the pieces around you, it doesn't matter how good 2 guys in the middle
How can
are.
they affect the game properly?
You know what they can do? They can make sure you lose 1-0 instead of 4-0 when you get a
I
red
gotcha.
card. That's what they can do. Like,
Understand.
you still fucking lose, right?
Meat and potatoes time.
Yes. What a fucking game.
Great game.
God damn, what a fucking game. Sorry, Russ.
I was with one of my stores, and he was like, "You think it's going to be a low-scoring game?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely do. It usually is. Both defenses are quite good. Both goalkeepers are quite good." I said, "I absolutely do. What I can't account for is a challenge like that and a fucking red card.
Yeah. Yeah.
A red card to open the game up, by the way, because Newcastle had a period of dominance that no one expected after they went down to 10 men.
I think old Gordon there for a second went, ooh, old Everton days. Let me go.
I can get him back for Pickford 2 years ago.
Let me go break the tulip. Hold on, everybody. Moment of silence for the Dutch tulip. Moment over.
I mean, his leg looked like rows of tulips.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he got him good.
It was showing the referee, and they got it
him
on camera. I mean, he had 3 giant stud marks
it was
down the
undeniably,
a horrific tackle.
Undeniably a red card.
Horrific tackle.
But
What are you doing?
And here's the bigger point. So they get the 2 goals. They're up 2-0. They give away a 2-0 lead again. 2 poorly defended set pieces. I mean, not they were in the wrong place. They looked confused on those set pieces.
Well, so the
Bad set pieces.
The first one was Bruno Guimaraes. Header at the back post on the second phase from a corner. Right?
Treated Kirkes like a fucking rag doll.
No, what I was going to say was, for those of you that remember that it's, coming in fresh for the 99 and the 2000, because Kirk has turned his back and backed that ass up. Didn't he? He looked like he belonged in a Juvenile video.
Why
would you turn your back and lose sight of the ball?
Right. Like, know
What are
where
you
the ball
doing?
is. Know
and
where the
then
ball
stick
is.
your ass out
Yeah.
on the knees of your opponent who
Who's
is jumped
already over
'cause-
your head.
Because he could see the ball.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Yep.
He could see the ball.
And put it right in the back of the net.
And you're looking at some fat bloke in the front row. What are you doing?
I'm going to give a little credit to Newcastle with the attitude of fuck it, go for the win. Because if they didn't go for the win, that game finishes 2-2. That third goal doesn't happen. They
Which would have
decide,
been beneficial for the rest of football.
but they decided to push it. Well, you know what? It's in your building. It's the second game of the fucking season. Why not go for it?
No, I'm with you.
Why
And
not go
they
for
were
it?
dominant.
And
They were crushing with the long throws, Livermento with the long throws, and
They
Dan
were.
Burn. They couldn't deal with it, Liverpool.
And frankly, it looked like they were going to get a third. It looked like they were going to win. So fuck it, they went for it.
I put in 2 bets at the end of
Mm-hmm.
that game to cover everything that I had lost today. And it was Newcastle to win, which would have been beneficial to pay me about $50 essentially. And then I had an over 4.5 for $5 to pay me $21.
Yeah.
And that $21 took care of my gambling for the day, and I ended up breaking even. And you just knew a goal was coming. I didn't know if it was going to be them getting called on the break or if it was going to be Newcastle getting it over the line. But I knew a 5th goal was going to be scored.
Yep.
And what a fucking goal it was. Newcastle switched off for a moment. I think it was on the right side would have been Livermento. But I think it came shortly after he had a throw, one of his long throws. So he was out of position. And somebody wasn't covering for him. What? You don't get any points for it, but you should get an assist. What a dummy from Soboslai.
Yo, did just the step over,
When
let
that
the ball
ball
go by him.
got played, it dragged Fabian Schär completely across, I think was who was defending him, and opened up, I mean, the entire quarter of the pitch for this 16-year-old
16-year-old kid.
to score his goal. And he took it very, very well. And his name is Rio Gumoa. Academy product, I'm sure,
Yeah.
from Liverpool. But his nationality was English when I researched him, so I assume he's Scouse.
And they were all singing his name is Rio for like doing to Duran Duran. After he scored the
But
goal.
what a phenomenal strike it was as well. I mean, Pope had it read. He guessed he went the right way. It was just that good of a strike.
And of course, leave it to the fucking Reds. After a great week for Everton, of course, they had to figure out a way to take Everton out of the record books, and Rio becomes the youngest goal scorer ever in the Premier League.
Sure money.
So how'd that perfect bet go for you, Sam?
So here we go. Well, City buggered it up, obviously. What's that now?
Villa buggered
What's
it
that
up
whole-
for you.
so
There
we-
was multiple things that buggered it up for you.
but it was lost on the first game of Saturday, so
Right.
it doesn't matter. The rest of it's bollocks. We don't bet the first week, so there's 38 games, right? So that's 37, which makes 74.
Yeah.
75 straight losses.
You fucking rock. You're so good.
Yeah. If you can't figure out why it's called Shore Money, that's why. So I'm down $100 for the season. And Sammy, what you got?
Both of my road dogs missed. Villa obviously lost, and then of course Forest could only manage a draw. So I am down $100.
Big Sam's Lock of the Week.
And much like Graham, 0% of the time, it works 100% of the time. This week, I am going to take the following. Both teams to score. It's a parlay, a 2-game parlay of both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. Brighton and City, both teams to score over 2.5 goals.
Okay.
Liverpool, Arsenal, both teams to score over 2.5 goals. I feel like
Interesting.
both of those games are at least 2-1s, if not 3-2s, 2-2s,
Yeah.
but not picking any winners, but definitely goals from all 4 of those clubs and definitely more than 2.5 goals in both of those games.
I got you.
And if I hit that, that pays me out $278.
Nice. So this was a bit more of a straightforward weekend, one of those weeks. So I have a fair few legs here.
Okay.
A fair few legs.
A fair few.
9-way parlay.
Almost.
Uh-huh.
I've got Chelsea to beat Fulham.
And now, it's time for our degenerate gambling friend, Pat's Pick of the Week.
I mishit a button.
No, care to comment? This is your time to retort. For all those times you've been a cunt, Sam.
Well, if there was a thing, I would have been.
Oh, don't start with that.
Hey, if Bruno can do it, I can do it too. There's a show title.
Just blast it right over the bar. I've got Chelsea to win at home to Fulham, which after their 5-goal thing, I think is going to happen. I've got United to get their first win of the season against Burnley. I don't think they'll have enough to deal with that attacking line. I've got Tottenham or draw with Bournemouth, because Bournemouth are still pretty fucking organized. I'm not super convinced by Tottenham just yet, but that display against City was fucking good work.
Get it the fuck together, Sam.
Everton or draw with Wolves. Obvious.
Yes.
Forest to beat West Ham and over 1.5 goals in the game. Obvious.
That feels like a 1-0 to me.
I think Chris Wood bags a brace, bud.
Not good gambling.
And then Arsenal team goals over 0.5. So they will score against Liverpool.
Okay.
Period.
Terrible with money.
Plus 807.
Plus 807. All right. Very good.
Yeah.
Oh.
It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 legs.
Well, that is
Said
going to.
close.
Okay. I'm good. Almost 9-legger. All right. That's going to wrap it up, boys and girls. Mr. Graham, any parting words?
Not really. There weren't too many baddies this week. There was a wonderful story, which I will actually get into on the EFL show, that we need to talk about. So make sure you're checking out DU Does EFL in your podcast feed, because Sam and I also follow and talk about the lower leagues. Not as extensively, of course, but there's a very good story about Morecambe.
Yep.
Morecambe, as they're actually known. If you don't know, we took an affinity to the gorilla that was killed, Harambe. And Morecambe's names are the Shrimps.
Shrimps out for Macombi.
Come on.
Hell yeah,
I
motherfucker.
think you can figure out the rest from there.
All right. And as mentioned, next up is DU Does EFL. And then, of course, Injury Time, where we're going to preview the weekend's action, talk about how the fantasy teams did, and check in on our adopted club while previewing the entire weekend's action as well. Mr. Graham, if you wanted to support our show, how do you go about doing it?
It's patreon.com/DU Football Show. Sign up to that $5 tier, and you'll get all the extra stuff Sam just talked about. Obviously, the EFL show, you already said, was free, just comes in your app. But Injury Time and Sound Check are the ones you're getting, and it's lovely stuff. You get to know us a bit better, you get to ask a bit more questions, and, kind of interact a bit more.
Lovely. Till next week, everybody.
Good night.
Yes, we'll leave the stream up. That was you're asking me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I knew you were. I was waiting.
We're clear
I
now.
was waiting for us to be clear.
Yep. Say bye.
All right.
See you in a moment.
We'll see
See you in a moment. All right.
All right, wake everybody up that fell asleep.
Hi, Internet. How you doing?
See, we're back. Wake up.
Heard you all thoroughly enjoyed Graham and I doing Dance Monkey Dance at the same time.
There's still 3 people here.
Hey, what's going on, people? We're getting ready to do EFL show. Graham's getting himself into a bun mode. Oh.
Christian said earlier that, I think it was Christian, that Graham's starting to look like Helen Bonham Carter.
I don't know who that is.
Seriously?
Who?
What?
Helen what?
Helen Bonham Carter?
Actress. Fight Club.
Oh.
She's the love interest.
Okay.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter.
Yeah, all right. Now I know who it is.
Yeah. She didn't like everything.
Fucking
Okay. You don't have to be so pretentious about it.
Yeah, I do. I really do.
Not you, him with his little dot on his fucking forehead. Mm-hmm. She said like
Thank you.
everything.
That no one's even
fuck
mentioned or
you, bro.
asked about. Oh, Jim just got here.
Hey, Jim.
Which one?
Stebbins.
Oh, Smokey.
Okay.
Grandma.
Smoking a pancake.
Yeah. Grandma about to suck a still a soul. Suck a still soul. Yeah. Oh no, suck a soul. So he corrected himself.
Because he's putting the head normally when the girl grabs the tie and gets on her knees. I mean, she's gonna suck somebody's soul out.
I'm sitting in a
Or
chair.
what was it on Sunny?
Chew on that thing.
That would hurt.
That's what Frank would basically say. He goes, she literally just chewed on that thing. She mangled it all up, treated it like a corn cob.
Oh, God. It hurts.
Sonny has finished their season. It was only at 8 episodes, and yet again, fucking
Yeah,
there.
Tim Burton's. Are they still married? I don't think they're still married. And Johnny Depp's love interest in like everything. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Like Sweeney Todd.
Yep. The Ocean's remake. They
She was
did.
great. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything. A lot of
I
things.
could just start listing stuff, but I'd have to charge. I could teach you, but I'd have to charge.
Mel's all butt sized about the Gap commercial.
Ding! I can do the whole dance. What?
All right.
You ready, guys?
Well,
Are
because
you warmed
Mel's
up?
TikTok famous.
No, I'm Instagram.
I apparently am TikTok famous. I told you that last time. 65K on that video. Well done for pinning that. Thank you very much.
I think that was Houston's idea. Houston does the TikToks.
Oh, Houston knows the
Yeah, in fact,
algorithm.
Houston's actually the one that told me to pin my flag video, and that's been getting like I'm only up to 14,000 views.
Oh, that's still awesome.
But are you ready for this?
Well, that Malort video though has been up for like 2 years.
My Instagram dashboard, 150,000 views in the last 2 weeks.
God damn.
Up to in a
Let's
week.
find out the 52-year-old bald white man who can't see has figured out the social media algorithms.
All right, let's do
We're
it.
And,
Fucking
and then he starts managing my social media account.
We're so fucked as a show.
Like he makes himself the Instagram husband. How did that happen?
Well, you see, Graham, it's because I've been carrying the load for a real fucking long time.
we go with
So
this.
I've decided maybe we can let her do a thing or two. Also, thank you for not recognizing my fucking genius of the reason why your video is doing so goddamn well.
I didn't know you did that. Honestly, I would have pegged Tegan for
That
it.
just tells me that when I told him how to do TikTok videos and things to do that he doesn't pay attention to ever or sound check himself, never fucking listen to me. It's a goddamn shame. Let's start the show.
Born in the land of Bowie, Maryland. Bred to be a fan of fucking Everton. Punch you in the eye and drink your rye. Sam Houston.
Sam Houston.
Arsenal fans have another Sam. AKA the fucking Gooner Graham. Smell the Malort. Look straight in shorts. Sam Grammy.
Sam Graham.
Fucking United! Fucking United!
Hello and welcome to DU Does EFL. A brief bias recap of the rest of English football is told by two common American schmucks. I am your host, Sam Houston, and across the way from me, getting into Netflix and chill mode, my co-host, Mr. Samuel Graham. How you doing over there, buddy?
Doing very well, thank you very much.
I'm good.
What is that supposed to mean?
Putting the hair up in a bun. For the old.
That's one for the kids.
Apparently, like they said in Always Sunny, gonna chew on that thing. Apparently, that's what you're gonna do.
Rehashing jokes for the 4 people watching this, huh?
And on the ones and twos, who commonly gets yelled at in the streets. Hey, I follow your TikTok, Producer Mel. How you doing over there, Producer
When did
Mel?
this become the dirty show?
Well, that's true. I've got 5 times more views, and I've never been talked to about shit. What's that about?
See, as a bus
You got to
driver,
work the streets. I'm literally working the streets, so you got to be.
You are
gotta
a
be
lady
there.
of the night.
Yeah, I'm a lady that works the streets at night.
How do you feel about that?
How's the bus
That's your
going?
wife.
I like to listen to you guys. Let everything come in.
Are you
and I run
low on
with
power
it.
steering fluid?
And what I tend to what you
got a
give
headlight
me
fixed.
What you give me is where I go, and
get your
that's what
nipple done?
happens. You know.
No, his eyeball.
And if she was
Oh, yeah. Fair dues.
and if she was better at working them streets, we'd have a whole hell of a lot more in our banking account.
Our banking account. All of a sudden, you're 75 again. What happened?
Okay, boomer.
You're figuring out TikTok algorithms, and now you're in our banking account. We would have more doll hairs.
We're recorded at the DU Public House just outside the nation's capital. You can check us out wherever you get your pods. And, of course, streaming live every single Monday night. Should you want to chat with us, there is many ways that you can. Mr. Graham, tell the young whippersnappers how they can find us.
By the way,
See, I drive the fuck out of a bus.
Smokey says I'm more approachable.
If we go to the old emails
Yeah.
from the old days,
AOL.com.
it's dufootballshow@gmail.com to get in touch via email. But if you want to go on those new social medias that Sam's apparently hip to, it's at dufootballshow on all of those things.
Especially if you're watching us and you are a fan of a squad in one of the lower leagues and you've seen us on TikTok, shoot me a direct message. Tell me about your club. We would love to add it to the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
We tend to talk about the teams we know and like, and we also tend to talk about teams that were recently in the Premier League. But if
And teams of our friends that have done exactly that, right?
Right. We talk
So-
about Reading because we have a friend who's a massive Reading supporter and tells us every week about what's going on in
They
Reading.
also have a pretty fucked story, but
Yeah.
that it is news.
Yeah,
as well.
exactly.
But yeah, no, absolutely. The reason we got into Accrington Stanley is because they gave us a fucking interview,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
So
we sought an interview, and a good personal friend, Ben Kay,
Yeah, it's
gave
thank
us
you.
the interview on multiple occasions.
Absolutely. Now, but that being said, look for us on TikTok. Send me a message. It's me who handles it. I'll definitely talk to you, and we want to hear about your clubs if you're a fan of a lower league team. So we certainly
Absolutely.
wanna
If
talk
you're
about that.
cool with getting a message back in about 2 months, message us on Instagram because I handle that and don't look at it.
And if you've been expecting something from producer Mel, well, now you know it's Sam.
Yeah. There we go. And we are drinking the exact same shit we just drank on the last show.
Championship corner.
I've fallen and I can't get up. Oh no!
The reason why one does multiple jobs is because they can't do this job very well. There was a big old long pause in that. She'll take it out. But we hear live now.
Is your camera on?
No,
Damn
she's
it,
just,
she's
I'm
flicking
just,
them off.
yeah, she's just
Smokey,
flicking me
so
off.
you know she's flicking them off.
I actually, Mel, I don't know if I can see it with my banged up eye. Remember playing hurt over here.
Your eye that got banged with that little Pride Month Harry Potter logo.
You know that's how we roll. All right. Oxford and Sheffield, not Wednesday, are dead last and still looking for points. Wrexham got their first points of the season, but the problem is they were up 2-0 on a Kiefer Moore brace, only to give it up in the last 30 minutes to Sheffield Wednesday and draw 2-2.
So Wrexham's obvious meteoric rise is going to be difficult, right? You have seasoned fucking professionals of the Football League in the championship.
Yep.
And your little newfound stardom and stuff is going to be found out, and it so far has. It's good that they've got up and going with a point, obviously, after losing their first game in the 96th minute or whatever it was, 2-1, I think it was. But
And then lose your next game and then be up again to give up a lead.
right, not great for the confidence, but good to get yourself off the mark, though. Right now, you've got a point in the championship. Something Sheffield Wednesday, who was tipped, Sheffield United, who was tipped to go up again this season, has not done.
Yeah, precisely.
So, good for them in that sense, but obviously some stuff they have to work on. Kiefer Moore, kind of seasoned pro. Again, this is one of those things. They've picked up this one piece, Wrexham.
Mm-hmm.
Now what?
Yeah,
What's the rest of the squad doing? He's been a seasoned championship and kind of lower Premier League operator for teams that have been promoted.
But
His wages are such that now what?
Right.
Now what else can you buy because you bought him?
if you've watched the show, the Welcome to Wrexham show, or you've listened to us, or you've followed them passively, the one thing that has been the consistent is their defense has been dog shit every single step of the way.
But in the championship,
single step
in
of
the
the way.
championship, you're going to get found out.
You're
for
going
that.
to get found the
You're
fuck
gonna
out.
very found out for that. I would very much worry for Sheffield United, though.
Yeah, it's just surprising to have that bad of a start. I mean,
Weren't
now
they
I
in
know
the playoffs last season?
they were in the playoff final last season, but they loaned in a lot of people essentially to try to get
Again?
up, and they didn't get up. So that could be also they're in the process of figuring out who the fuck their team is right now.
Yeah,
You know,
true.
for me, I see.
But Wednesday, who was on the brink of
Yeah.
extinction,
Well,
one
I
of
still
many
think
clubs.
I still think that like Hull and Wednesday are in big time trouble. I think Blades will figure a way out of it. Oxford, managed to stay up last year. I don't foresee them probably staying up either. You know, they've always been kind of a traditional League One team.
Yeah.
So I could see them kind of slipping back into the fold. Stoke and Borough are still sitting at the top of the league. They both won their games, so they're 3-0.
God, you know I could do without. I said it last season. It might be all right to have him back. I thought about it again. No, I don't want him back.
Don't want Stoke back, heard.
Rainy night on a Tuesday.
Yeah, don't
I'm
want
out.
it.
Nah,
Got it.
I can't deal with it.
Pompey drew, and they sit even on points with the Saints. Both of them are 1-1-1, and the Saints are ahead of them by 1 goal on goal differential.
It's all poised.
All right there.
It's all
right
ready to
there.
go.
We're right dead in the middle of the table where it means fuck all.
We could, but we could blow it up for for a watch party on Zoom or something.
Well, I think the first one isn't even until December. So
that's fine.
Sure, Billy called him a Make-A-Wish Gorbachev.
I like it.
I like it.
I
Very
like it.
good. I can handle that.
That's good.
Cardiff City are sitting at the top of League One, so good for them. I know they just recently went down, but
Yeah, I don't know. Is Aaron Ramsey still their manager or no?
I'm not
I don't
100% sure. Huddersfield's right behind them, and Stevenage are both behind them, but both of them have both suffered a loss. Reading got some points, right? They got 2 draws, and they got draws against Bolton and Wickham, which aren't bad draws,
Not at all.
but that has moved them out of the cellar into 23rd place.
Yeah, you got to imagine that they're going to figure that out to an extent.
Yeah.
Those are 2 good draws to get though. I mean, Bolton were challenging in the playoffs last season.
Yep.
And
Wickham's been up and down a few times,
and they've been up in that sort of upper echelons of League One,
and they're around
recently.
it always.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in and around it in League One
Absolutely.
every single year. And a couple of teams that, oh, by the way, Posh are still dead last. They haven't won yet either.
That's not good.
A couple of teams that we want to talk about, just ones that we keep an eye on from time to time. Wigan and the O's, Leyton Orient, are both at 2 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses, and they sit respectively at 12th and 13th place.
That sucks because we like Leyton Orient.
Yeah.
I don't
and-
want them to be lower mid-table.
Oh.
I want them to be winning League One.
And Wigan, where they always are, lower mid-table.
I don't care about Wigan.
But you just talked about our close personal friend Ben Kay. That's his
He
club.
is a Wigan fan.
Yeah, he's
All right, that's fine.
He's Atlantic. Aki got a second draw, 1-1 with Grimsby Town, and they sit in 21st place. So still not a great start, but at least they're not all the way at the dead bottom. Crew Alexander and Chesterfield have both seen losses in the past week, but they are at first and second place still. Crew's first loss came to the much hated on this show for no good reason at all, other than being the rival of a made-up fantasy podcast team, Gillingham. The Gillingham Gills. I know.
Why would you pronounce your G in different ways?
You know, because that's what they do. Because that's why it's why you hate Gillingham.
It's stupid.
That's why you hate Gillingham.
It's so stupid.
Should be Gillingham.
It should be Gillingham.
It should be either the Gillingham Gills or the Gillingham Gills. One or the other.
Yeah.
Not mix and match.
It's so dumb.
You don't get to pronounce letters the way you want whenever the hell you want to.
No. That's un-English.
What do they think? This current administration? What, they get away with that kind of shit? What the hell?
I'm not pressing one. We just speak that here, you know?
Newly promoted Barnet, one of the North London clubs, is...
Barnet Arsenal do a preseason friendly against them every season for money.
They're
for
in
them.
15th.
Not for us.
And Oldham, who is just outside of Manchester, are in...
Paul Scholes, Ryan Giggs, Nicky Butt, and the Neville brothers, I think, all own Oldham.
Yes, they do. And they are in 18th place. And the one interesting thing for Oldham is they're in 18th place and they haven't even gotten a win yet. They're on four draws, 2 losses. Yeah, kind of interesting.
No, not bad. I mean, draws are important, right? I mean, when Sean Dyche took charge of Everton, I talked to you about this. Said what he does do is points on the board.
Exactly.
What he doesn't do is a ton of losses, right? And that survived you.
Yep.
That season. So these are important points, even though they're not maximum points.
Yep. Now, this next one does not involve your two clubs because you all qualified for Europe, but it's worth mentioning League Cup is being played this weekend. This is when the Premier League clubs that are not in Europe get added to the competition for the Carabao Cup.
Second round, I guess.
Yep, that's exactly what it is because it's the only the League Cup, the Carabao Cup is only the 4 recognized professional divisions of football.
Correct.
But the winner does get a spot in Europa. So a fairly
McRib, I think.
The McRib, yeah.
Now.
But it's a fairly important tournament. It gets you into Europe. You know, it doesn't pay a ton, but
the prize money for the final, I think, is £150,000.
Yeah. But you do get to go to Europe.
Which doesn't even pay most clubs' best player.
Yeah, precisely.
For 1 week.
We do have a few all-prem matchups. We've got...
I like that. Get them out early.
One where neither team really wants to win and will probably only play their youngsters. And if one of them does win, they're going to go, oh, fuck, I guess we got to play another round of this, which is the Wolves and the Irons.
I think Wolves win it.
Because they both got to worry about the actual... Staying up. And the other one would be the Cherries and the Bees, which I have a feeling the Cherries will probably walk over the Bees because the Bees also need to be focused on trying to stay the fuck up.
Okay. I think Brentford's got a good chance in that game.
Everton will be welcoming Mansfield Town, and that is, a lot of people don't know this because of the rise of Wrexham. On the coattails of that has been Stockport and Mansfield Town. And Mansfield Town is a local celebrity kind of husband-wife team that has really turned Mansfield Town around. They were right in and around the playoffs last year. They just missed it. But they had also come up from the National League, got promoted the same year that Wrexham did in League One. It was them, Wrexham, and Stockport, who were the 3 automatic promoted teams that year. So there was... they're a good little organization, and Everton needs to watch. You know, these games can be traps. Now, the fact that it's in their stadium makes it's at the Hill Dickinson Stadium makes a very big difference. You know, when you have to go on the road, like this little small club who isn't playing in Europe. You know, I guess we call them the rest of the 10, since 10 fucking clubs are in Europe this year. Manchester United has to travel to League Two's Grimsby Town on Wednesday.
I know where I'm putting my money.
Well, it's only if Grimsby Town still has that one left wing from 2 seasons ago. Remember the game where they scored 5 goals and 4 of the 5 goals came from the one left winger who went down the sideline, put it in a cross, and their striker tapped it in?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do.
I'm not sure if Manchester United's defense can handle somebody like that. A direct game plan like that, it might not work out so well for them.
Could be trouble. But they're probably going to play a lot of kids from their academy who actually care about the club, which would be nice.
Well, that's going to wrap it up. Mr. Graham, how about some parting words for us? This is great parting words.
Yeah. So, if
Shrimps out, bitches!
Morecambe Football Club, Morecambe, as they're more commonly known, obviously, with Harambe and us being a comedy show.
Shrimps out for Morecambe, motherfuckers.
And the overhead sign that surfaced in America when Harambe died was Dicks out for Harambe.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now we've got Shrimps out for Morecambe.
The joke's right itself.
Because it's very simple. We're on the brink of extinction as a club in general, being liquidated and not brought back, similar to the fate that Bury faced a few years ago. We're saved 48 hours from that deadline by the first professional club in England to be owned by a Sikh, which is very cool. Fired the manager. Unfortunate on him. Didn't do much wrong. But new owners, you always have that possibility. They brought in the first Sikh manager.
Exactly.
In the professional leagues of England. You've also got your youngest manager in the professional
30 years old, I think.
Leagues in England at 30 years old. He signed that contract with, I think it was 6 or 7 first-team players.
Yeah, that was it.
They assembled a squad essentially on the Friday.
A 16-person squad, I think, is what they put on the field.
And the winner was scored by a man named... And this is brilliant because it's like a Timu version of JJ Okocha, right? With 2 names of the same
letters.
Thing.
Uh-huh.
Same name. And now I can't find his name. But his last name is Agruru.
Agruru.
Yeah. Is his last name hyphenated.
Got signed on Friday night.
Signed on Friday night, and Saturday midday scored a 98th minute winner for Morecambe.
In their first game back.
Back because their first 3 of the season were postponed to buy them time to find new owners before they went out of business.
They still got to fill out the roster. You know, they're at 16. They need another 14. Like, they've got to figure this all out. There's a lot of work ahead of them.
They have a lot to do. But they did lose today.
Okay.
Which is unfortunate, to say the least. And that was a 4-0 defeat to Aldershot Town.
It's going to happen.
It is going to happen, and they're going to need to... There's a lot going on there.
For them this year is stay in the National League. You don't need to get promoted back up to the professional ranks. Just stay where you are. Stabilize.
Don't get relegated again.
Stabilize the fucking team. Because it is, as hard as it is to get into League 2, it's even harder to get into the National League.
Correct.
When you're in one of the smaller
There's like
divisions
2
below.
different playoffs to get into the National League.
That allow only 2 teams in. Like, it's tough.
But very cool story in terms of inclusiveness and acceptance and all that kind of stuff with the Sikhs owning the club and the Sikhs being in charge of a club as manager on the footballing side. And he coached, this 30-year-old, coached under Cesc Fabregas at Cuomo. Like, he comes with a decent CV for an assistant, right? And then now is his first full-on managerial role.
And they had a line down the street for everybody to buy their home kit when the club shop opened after the new ownership group came in.
Which is awesome.
So the town was immediately like, ready, here's our money, let's keep this team afloat.
They have like 100 years of history.
Yeah.
This club's been around for fucking ages.
Yeah.
And what Americans don't understand because of the way like the Washington Wizards and the Commanders operate and stuff. These professional teams in England, especially the lower leagues, are community fucking club.
Yeah.
The town in a lot of cases, 30% of in some cases, I reckon Morecambe's case, the town works for the team.
Right.
Right? It's a big part of the local economy. It's a big part of these people's lives.
Absolutely.
It's the thing that they all get to go enjoy together as a family, as a group, as a community. And they are community projects and community things. And these institutions need to be protected. And it's very difficult to see when things go the way of, say, Bury, and they're just dissolved. They're gone. That's 3,000 people that lost their fucking job.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Regular people.
Yep.
That lost their job.
Yeah, not just the
that day.
footballers, not the coaches, but
Tesco can only hire so many people.
yeah, precisely.
You know what I mean? Like, if H&M can only hire so many people
Yeah.
out of these 3,000 that lost their jobs.
Yep.
And it's not great. So more power to them. I hope they keep going. Obviously, they got that first win, which was an awesome fucking story. They had a setback today. Let's hope they're able to keep the kind of momentum going and stay a proper club.
And it sounds like there's an ownership group that's excited
That cares.
excited to
That
own the club
wants
and
to
wants
be
to
there.
be there.
Yeah, 100%.
Alrighty, that's going to wrap it up. Next up is injury time. We're going to talk about the beers we were drinking, checking in our fantasy teams, and we're going to preview the weekend's action. Should you want to support the show, Mr. Graham, how do you go about doing that?
One last time, it's patreon.com/DFootball Show. Sign up to that $1 tier, and you'll get both of the extra things that Houston is talking about.
Excellent. Until next week, everybody.
Good night.